Hello, it's Nikki. A very quick one today before we jump into today's episode. Jam and Plan Live is now live. It went live over the weekend and lots of you have been joining, which is so exciting. I wanted to put something together because, my goodness, there's a lot going on at the moment. And I know so many of you are sitting at your desk when you have that precious 5 minutes to work and going, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know how to move forward. What do I focus on? Your head is a shed, as my mum would say. It's a great expression. And when you look back at, I guess, your plan for 2020, you're like, this is not aligned anymore. This feels a bit funky, and you kind of need to give it a bit of focus and figuring out what's next. So I did this a couple of weeks back, and I tell you what, it just helped me so much gain that clarity. So we're going to start next Tuesday, the 23rd of June, with an all-dayer. I've got 4 sessions to share with you. You can find out more on my website, nikkiraby.com/jam and plan live. And then you get a week, just you and I. There's no Facebook group. You don't have to show up to all these things. Everything's recorded just on that one day. And then you can kind of go and do what you need to do. But know that one-on-one, I'll be helping you through that next week. So giving you voice notes, you can send me stuff, really being that sort of supportive cheerleader. I probably won't be able to do box splits, but everything else I'll be able to do. And just give you that support and really figure out, what does the next 6 months look like? And if 6 months is too much, don't worry about it. The next couple of weeks, we're all figuring it out as we go. So if you want to come and join us, I would love to welcome you in and just help you figure out the next step. It's a really low cost ticket item. It's a really reasonable way of being able to work with me and get that one-on-one support. So I hope to see you there. Here's today's episode. Hello, it's Nikki. Blimey, my hair is wild. It's out of control. We're still in lockdown. It sounds like that 90s thing, doesn't it? It's 7:30. It's still number one. It's top of the pops. No, it's lockdown, peeps. All right, what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about a mindset shift that's going to really help you if you're thinking about goal setting, or the stuff that you want to do, basically, aka the stuff that you want to do, your hopes, your dreams, all that sort of, I don't want to say bucket list because that makes it feel like it's going to be another day. This is about now and kind of how you want to move forward. So when my clients come to me, or potential clients, I will quite often say, what do you want to do? Where do you want to start? What are the things that are mulling around in your head? Where do you want to go with this? And I get some really interesting answers. So people will say, I want to do this, and I want to create this, and I might want to launch that, and I want to build this, and I want to ditch that because that's not working anymore. And it's a really exciting time. But there is something about all of those things inside your head and inside your body that, although they're exciting, although they're part of you and something that you want to do, it can feel really heavy. So those dreams and hopes and wishes and all the rest of it can feel like you're kind of carrying them round the whole time. So they're in like a heavy rucksack, or they're weighing you down at all times. So wherever you can, I want you to give your hopes, your dreams, your wishes a place in the future. Go with me. Already you're like, what is she on about? So say, for example, the moment that you say, I'm going to launch my website, for example. So it's showing my services, my about me, all the rest of it. So instead of being in this like current state of, I want to do that, as soon as you almost like take it off your back and hand it over and go, I want to do that in the future. And sometimes like visualizing that moment in the future where it's all kind of done and dusted. You know, like when you're going on holiday, it's that Peter Kay thing of like, this time tomorrow, I'll be there in the pool, sitting on my sun lounger, having a cocktail. if you can imagine that goal, that wish, that hope done in the future, all you need to do is to figure out the steps that you need to take to get closer to that. And if you can do that, automatically you get into motion, you get into momentum, like, I'm doing this, off we go. So again, to use another analogy, if you knew you had to start running, if you wanted to, I don't know, run a marathon, let's go for 10K. Let's not do a marathon for the purposes of this. But if you've got that one day, I would like to be able to run 10K, when you're thinking about it, that thought is in the pool of, but I wasn't very good at running at school. Oh gosh, what if people, what if my leggings are see-through? What if people think that I'm the slowest? What if I am the slowest? It's all in that pool of being in you. Whereas as soon as you go, on the date, 6 months from now, I will be running 10K, you automatically, it's like you unlock a plan, because you go, right, okay, so 6 months from now, so what do I need to be doing every single month? And automatically, even though you might still have all those feelings and thoughts and worries and concerns and anxieties of like, how am I ever going to do that? Suddenly, you start doing it. And suddenly, you start moving forward. And suddenly that thing that is far away in the distance that you think you may never ever get to, it becomes closer. And that's when it becomes really exciting. So you go from somebody who's just hoping and wanting to somebody who's actually doing it without a huge amount of effort, because it's gradual. You know, I mean, I'm talking about my hair again, but sometimes like I don't notice how quickly my hair grows until I'm like, oh wow, it's down, I can sit on this, like it's out of control. So that's my challenge for you today, is get really specific and get really detailed about what that outcome is that you want. And once you're able to do that, you can get there. Because if, like the analogy I gave earlier, I really want to be sitting by that pool and having that cocktail, you automatically start building out that picture of going, ooh, so what kind of suntan cream do I want to have? What kind of like beach bag is going to be in the mix? What's going to be my summer read for that time? You start to build up that picture. And once you're in that zone of I'm building the picture, it's great, because you start to find other things, and then the picture starts to become more full and rich and vibrant and exciting. So I would love to know what you're working on, what you're thinking about, and how you can start to get into momentum. And again, it doesn't have to be like a big, like, I'm gonna run 100 miles an hour immediately. Sometimes it's slow, but if you make really considered, discerning action, that's when it's going to become exciting. That's when you're going to go, oh, blimey, I can do that now. I've noticed it with running. Today, I was like, my legs don't hurt. Amazing. Brilliant. That's what I want to leave you with today. Thanks so much for watching, for listening. Please let me know. Hold me accountable. Let me hold you accountable. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Email me hello@nikkiraby.com. Let me know what you're working on and how I can help you make it happen, basically. Because, you know, there's no perfect time, so we may as well crack on. I'll see you in a bit.